Damo. Oh, how does they keep that alive? He's got the rock in hand. Look at that. That's just how they planned it. First, I'm going to give it to them, and then I'm going to pick it up and go for the score. And break. Cool. 1-0. USA.
It is a fast-paced game which originated from the streets in the USA to gain popularity all over the world. 3x3 basketball is a 10-minute game which is played by two teams of 3 players each, with a substitute who can enter the game anytime during a dead ball situation by tagging the outgoing player. It is played on a half court with just a single hoop on one end. Teams can score by scoring field goals, which can earn them 1 point, or free throws, which is given after an infraction and which is worth a point for every score.
First foul on the inside on the Netherlands. These teams have met up 4 times since 2014 in national competitions. USA with a 3-1 advantage. They've had their number.
Players who have possession of the ball are given only 12 seconds to attempt a shot after getting the ball. The first team to score 21 points wins the game, and if neither reaches that point, the one with more points by the end of the 10 minutes period wins the game.
There's Damo. He feeds the king. 2-0. Team USA.
An overtime is given if they are level at the end of that period, and the first team to score 2 points wins the game.
Kareem Maddox just enough to get the scoop to go. Now it's Damo, picks up his dribble to Maddox. They got that ball moving. They get it down to King Joey. Shooter's touch.
3x3 basketball popularity among the youth saw its inclusion in the Olympic Games, with the Commonwealth Games Federation embracing it in 2022 in Birmingham. Kenya will be represented by 3 teams, the men and women basketball team and the wheelchair women's team in the wheelchair variant. We take a look at the men and women's 3x3 basketball team composition, starting with the women's team.
That's a mismatch.
As you want to go for breakfast, we pray that to make blessing. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
What do you mean? Champe. 1, 2, 3. Champe.
Victoria Reynolds resides in the US, but she finds her time to reconnect with her compatriots back in Kenya whenever duty calls in the basketball scene, a sport she has been practicing from a tender age.
So both of my parents played basketball up to the college level. So they got me started when I was young. I was 4 years old when I started, and I haven't stopped playing since. Played in elementary school, middle school, high school, got a scholarship to the College of William & Mary. Now, I played in Spain last season, and I hope to get another contract in Europe again next season.
She's played for Basketball Giants KPA, but mostly for the Lionesses in the Continental Championships.
This is my first time for the national team 3x3, but I've played 5-on-5 in the Zone 5 qualifiers last July and also in AfroBasket last September. Zone 5 was good. We finished first, and that booked us a ticket to Cameroon for the AfroBasket, which we learned.
The guard is excited for the big call-up where she'll be making her first appearance in a major competition, that is the club games.
I guess just to see how far we can go. I mean, every country wants to eventually make it to the Olympics. I don't know if in my time, I'm 24, I don't know if in my time maybe that'll happen, but if, I could be the start of something, that can get the ladies team there, then that would be nice eventually. I'm good at shooting, also finding my teammates. I'm adjusting to the pace of the game, but my teammates have been helpful with that. Yeah, shooting and passing, I would say. I can say for this camp, there's been some drills that I do maybe with my team or individually that I've brought some skills training that they seem to enjoy. So just, I guess, a different outlook on basketball.
Victoria plays in Spain, where she hopes her experience will rub on in Birmingham.
I played for a team called Miravalle in Plasencia, Spain. Last year, I was fortunate enough to win the Zone 5 qualifiers with my teammates, and I also achieved MVP of that tournament and also Best Small Forward of that tournament. While playing for my club, I received either 2 or 3 Best Players of the Game, most efficient players of the game, and as far as my professional career, that's where it starts. But yeah, also being called for Commonwealth was I consider it an achievement also.
Her compatriots appreciate her efforts, and together they're aiming for nothing short of the gold.
My expectations is to hopefully have a podium finish, wherever that puts us, but definitely get a medal, because we don't want to just go to, compete. We want to win games. So.
Melissa, I'm an athlete. I play basketball, but I didn't even start with basketball. I started with athletics. That is my first love till now. For some reason, I didn't venture into it, but I am here. So I'm a basketballer playing for Kenya. So what inspired you? In high school, I was training for the athletics team, and then the then games captain for basketball told me to go try out. And I tried out, and I liked it. And that's why I'm here. I started running when I was 6. So all the sports days I participated, and that's for 8 years. Yeah, I either 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's no race I was past that or lower than that. Yeah.
She hoped to get the national call-up when she finished high school, but it was not that easy.
I started basketball when I was in Form 1, and we never even won a national. Went for nationals when in high school until I was in Form 4. So from Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, nothing till Form 4. Then we went to nationals. I think we finished number 5, but at least we got to nationals. And then after that, I went for under 18 championships for Kenya when I was 18. And that tournament, I think we finished number 6 or 7. But yeah, that was the beginning of my journey playing in the national team. After that, I got another call-up for now the senior team in, I think 2013 or 2014. But I think I was dropped. I didn't make the team. And then after that, 2017 again, I got a call-up. I was dropped again.
The shooting guard finally made it happen in 2018.
That was Afrobasket qualifiers. Yeah, we went to Uganda. Yeah, I made the team. But then for now Afrobasket, which we qualified, I was dropped again. And then in 2021, I got another call-up, of which, last year for Afrobasket qualifiers, I was privileged to be the captain. Yeah, and we won. We qualified for Afrobasket. We finished number 1 in the zone. And then we went for Afrobasket again. Yeah, we finished number, I think 8, 9, yes. Yeah, that is my short journey in basketball in the national team.
Melissa, who plays for Equity, is now humbled to get another chance to represent the country when the 3x3 basketball makes its entry into the Commonwealth Games.
It's just different. It's different in that the rules are different from just to the name, 3x3 and 5-on-5. 5-on-5 is 5 players, 3x3 is 3 players. For us to play an offense in 5-on-5, it's 24 seconds for an offense. In 3x3, it's 12 seconds. So you need to be quick, you need to be, your reaction needs to be top notch, so you need to be alert. That's the most thing. From your transition from offense to defense should be quick, because in 5-on-5 you have time going from this side of the court to this side, but in 3x3 it's just this small d, you switch from offense to defense like that. So the main thing is alertness, and your reaction should be at a high. Yeah, like it because like I said, I'm a sprinter from way back, so I like things that involve speed, so I am enjoying it. Yeah, just been playing small tournaments, but in 2019, we went for Africa Cup in Uganda. We finished 5th. Yeah, that's the only Kenyan tournament that I've gone to with 3x3. So this is the second one, but the debut in Commonwealth.
So what makes her stand out?
I'm a good passer. Yeah, I give good assists. Yeah, that is my strength. It's a big thing, I think, because I think when you rank all the competitions, I think Commonwealth is the 3rd. Yeah, so it's a big thing, and getting this privilege, this honor to to try and qualify and make it for the team to represent Kenya is a very big thing, and yeah, it's an honor. I would love to do that and to represent Kenya well. Even if it's our debut, we are working hard to do good, to do great things, and to represent this country well. So everyone is saying podium finish, but we will strive to do that. Yeah, I am hoping, I am praying, I am working towards that, finishing 1, 2, or 3. Yeah.
This is where she began before she crossed over to basketball in her ball games adventure.
I started basketball in 2014. That was St. Bridget's Girls High School, Kiminini. I used to play handball before I shifted to basketball because I was in a certain high school and I got a chance where one of my teachers identified like I can do basketball. So she connected me to basketball, and she was called Madam Susan. And when I reached there, I found there was a girl called by the nickname Ding Dong. So she was a good girl. Yeah, she inspired me, and she used to tell me you can do this. And from transiting from handball to basket, it was always hard because it's all about dribbling. That's when I shifted. Then I tried I started in Form 1, second term, and by third term I was a good player. And then I made it to the final starting 5, the top starting 5 team. That's when I transited to Form 2, and I was able to play very well.
Stella Nekesa is all elated to have risen from the grassroots to make her way into the national team. She is a product of the National School Games, which continues to produce many sportsmen and women who've made it in life.
When in high school, I was able to, with my teammates, we were able to go to the East African Games, which were held in Rwanda, Gulu, and we were among the top 3 in East Africa. And as I was in Form 4 2017, I was a captain, and I was able to lead my team to the East African Championship, which was held in Uganda. Yes.
The forward, who is pursuing a Bachelor of Commerce in Human Resource, plays for Africa Nazarene, where she pursues her education.
I was able to join Africa Nazarene University. That's where I'm doing my degree right now. I'm a third-year student, and I hope when I finish, while I'm at Africa Nazarene, when I joined, they were at Division 1. They had just transited from NBA to Division 1. And from there, we were able to, I and my teammates were able to take the team to the Premier League, where we are playing right now.
It is a dream come true for Stella Nekesa to make it so far in sports and education, and she dares to dream for more as she makes her way to the Commonwealth Games.
This is my first time actually in the national team. And when this year started, in 2018 when I was playing, I got an injury, and then I was called but I didn't show up because I had an injury. But 2022 I sat down and told myself, before I finish my campus, I want to make it to the national team, and that has been my goal, being at the national team, playing here, and it's a dream come true. And I really thank the management for trusting me and giving the opportunity. It's a really good chance, and I know from here I'll be a good player. And next time when the call-up is there, I know I might make it. Being among the 3x3 players, I'm really hoping that the training that we are getting here and all the resources, we are really preparing very well. And I hope that by the time the competition we approach the competition, will be good enough. And we are really hoping for, and really playing, training, and hoping to be at the medal brackets. That's our main target.
She hopes her experience in basketball will rub on in the 3x3 basketball when the Kenya women's team makes its first appearance in the Commonwealth Games.
I'm looking forward to going to the Commonwealth and bringing a medal to my country.
Deborah Bunga has a turnout for many clubs since taking up the sport of basketball with successful results.
I started playing when I was in Form 1, that is in 2004. I guess I was just interested from the word go. I just saw how people were playing, and I decided, why don't I try this sport? And that's how I found myself playing basketball. So far, I've played for like 6 clubs, but most of them are locally. I've played for KPA, I've played for ZTech, I've played for Eagle Wings. Mostly KPA, I've played for them like twice. I was there once, and then I went to ZTech to do my education, and then I went back to KPA, and then I came back to ZTech again to finish my degree. So right now I'm playing for ZTech. When I was in KPA, we managed to be the league champions. That was in 2013. And then for ZTech, we managed to be, for Div 1, we managed to be the number ones, and then we were promoted to the Premier League. And then last year, we were semi-finalists. Yes. I'm doing my bachelor's in accounting and finance. It's not an easy job, but mostly I do online classes. So online classes I can at least arrange with my lecturer so that it can be conducive for me, because training sessions are maybe from 5, and then I can talk to the lecturer and we do it from 7.
She also plays for the Lionesses, who are also following in the footsteps of the Morans.
It's always a good experience. The first one I was in 2011 and I was the rookie, and it was a very good experience. Getting to know the cream de la cream of basketball, it was a good experience. And then the other one was in 2018, at least we managed to go to AfroBasket. It was a good experience.
The 3x3 basketball version is a different ballgame altogether, but she's ready for the task.
3-on-3, it's more of an intense game compared to 5-on-5. And then 3-on-3 mostly is also a lot of skills. And then 5-on-5 is a little slow.
The point guard now looks forward to a podium placing in the Commonwealth Games.
We want to bring the gold home. So that is our expectation. Yes.
Amen.
I just want you to expect that we'll come back as winners. Also need more support from you.
Oh, bad time for this. 2 minutes 30 left. 17 foul, we have 2.
The 3x3 women's basketball team have been training with their men counterparts as they all aim for a double triumph.
Samuelson shooting 2.
He's had many dreams since he came of age of making his mark in the sporting arena, and they have been coming to fruition one by one in the ball games.
Well, I've played football before, but just not competitive football, just as a kid. Yeah, so like in primary, during PE lessons, just having fun with other classmates and schoolmates. Yeah, but I started playing basketball in my first year in high school. Yeah, so I've played now for 13 years. Yeah, so my first year, joined high school, and the first thing that was in my mind was to come play basketball. Yeah, I joined the team. It was a good school, being my foundation for basketball. We did our best, trained personally. Yeah, though we didn't do that good in the, progressively. Most of the time we could finish our season in the counties. Yeah, so my Form 4, my final year in high school, I had a dream of playing basketball in USIU. Yeah, so every time I could go watch their games and be like, someday I'll play there. Yeah, so I did my best to get a grade to get me in USIU, which, God willing, with the God's grace and my hard work, I was able to achieve, and I joined USIU. So that was my first dream in basketball. And USIU, I've played there now for 4 years. I've just finished. In 2018, we won the Kusa Nationals in Eldoret. We've also won, in 2017, we also won the Kusa in Nyeri. Yeah, and so far those are the 2 championships in USIU that we've had. Yeah, and when I was in my third year, I had a dream of playing in the national team of Kenya. And yeah, progressively now, it's my first time in the national team. Yeah, so I still have dreams with basketball. And with God's grace, I know I'll be more and go higher than this. My fourth dream is play professional basketball now. In D1, yeah.
Larry Shivanga is super athletic, just like his hero LeBron James of the NBA, and aspires to reach their one sweet day.
Actually, he's the person who made me start playing basketball. Yeah, like I saw a video of him and I was like, if someone can do this, maybe I can do this someday. Yeah.
You're applying what he applies in the game.
Yeah. Like, I decided to watch a lot of his video, and as you know, when you're starting something, the more you see something, the more you inculcate. Like, you get to play like him, like copywriting what they're doing. Yeah.
He appreciates the coaches for all the efforts that they have put to make sure they are all prepared for their next assignment. That is the 3x3 basketball tournament in the Commonwealth Games.
I started playing 3-on-3 basketball during the pandemic because our school, like USIU, we were out, like we were not physically in school, so our team was not playing a lot of games. So what we used to do is just play a couple of tournaments around Nairobi, 3-on-3 tournaments, and that's how I got the interest in the 3-on-3 game. I played a couple of games and registered for the FIBA 3-on-3, so my points kept piling and increasing in the numbers in the position in the country and also worldwide. Yeah, so that's how I got the interest in 3-on-3. Like, for me, so personally, it's a fast-paced game compared to the 5-on-5, and to me, it's more interesting because, yeah, just the shifting and change of defense to offense. Yeah, that's how I came to build an interest in the game. First, I'll really like to appreciate the coaches, my teammates. Like, we've all been together through the journey until now, and we have more to do. And before that, just thank the Lord for helping me get this far, healthy, no injuries. Yeah, so like being here for the Commonwealth 3-on-3 it's a very big opportunity for me, and I don't take it for granted. Yeah.
The shooting guard calls on others to never give up on their dreams as they are still valid from his testimony.
Never stop dreaming. Yeah, always dream and put in work.
The youth are vulnerable to a lot of things as they experiment in life during their transition to adulthood, and most of their choices may not always be right, as David Siaji attests after steering away from peer pressure to stay focused in life.
Basketball started off as a distraction from the setup we're doing. It was a distraction to keep us focused from youth crime and drugs. But with time, it grew to be a passion.
That's why he chose basketball with the help of his dad to find his path.
I started basketball back in 2011. I was encouraged by my dad because he saw I had grown a little bit taller. So my transition into high school, he encouraged me to play basketball and bought me a basketball. So from there, I just developed the desire to get better day by day. And from there, I've been working with some coaches. I started at FEBA, Far East Basketball, and later joined All One Academy, which helped me elevate my levels.
He's played for various clubs since then to make inroads in the variant of 3x3 basketball.
So I started at NIBS College, then I went to Equity, Dumas, and now I'm on transition to City Oilers in Uganda. For NIBS, we won the national playoffs, which earned us a spot to elevate from Division 3 to the Division 2. Yeah. And from Division 2, I went to Premier League with the Equity Dumas, and we made the semi-finals for the Premier League last season. Yeah.
As the combo guard spreads his wings with the City Oilers, he hopes that the same determination to excel will be realized in the 3x3 basketball tournament in Birmingham.
What motivates me is being let's say, a role model to the community at large where I'm from. Like, my mindset is to inspire and show guys that you can make it through sports. You know, many times guys discourage the sports side. So I'm just here to encourage and inspire them that you can come from any setup and make it through sports. Yeah. I think we're going to surprise most guys because many guys don't expect us to bring anything home. But what I can say, we're not just going to participate. We're going to win it all. So stay tuned.
The competitive trials where the 3x3 basketball men's teams emerged with Gabriel Onyango happy to have made the cut.
I'm honored. This is a big stage and I'm really grateful. What I am proud of is the honesty and the transparency of the trials. We were told that based on the number of points you rack, you are chosen for the team. So I just did my job and I made enough points that made me make the cut. And when I made the cut, I was proud. Then from there on, we trained outside and they told us that there'll be a residential camp. And now here we are. I'm just proud of the moment that they gave us, the transparency, the honesty, and I'm proud. I'm proud of the federation. I'm proud of National Olympics Committee.
It's been quite a journey for the Catholic University of East Africa student who is pursuing science and nursing.
I started playing basketball at Nyabondo High School, that is in Kisumu County, Nyakach. In my Form 3, I realized that I needed something more to lean on other than academics. Then I started playing basketball there. As we went home for holidays, I also used that time to play basketball. When I joined campus, I continued with playing basketball until this point. I'm in my 4th year and I'm still playing basketball. I've played for 3 clubs now. There's the street league in Umoja. I've played for a team called Gang Gang. We've won the StarCraft Champion tournament. I've also played for Multimedia University. We played in National Nairobi Basketball Association and we reached the playoffs, the 2nd round. And right now I'm playing for Strathmore Blades and the season is ongoing. Hopefully we win a championship.
The point guard is hopeful they'll make it when the 3x3 basketball makes its debut in the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham.
I'm really trying to get my teammates into the game, trying to be the coach in the game so that I help my teammates reach their potential and hopefully we win the tournament.
He will be competing for the Kenya 3x3 men's basketball team when they make their debut in the Commonwealth Games after making his presence felt in the Africa Under-23 Championship.
It's a relief after putting in a lot of work. Training. During the COVID period, I trained a lot for like 6 months straight. Yeah, and I think from the training, I really got to understand the game better. And it improved me, it made me improve in some aspects of my game, which facilitated me to play in Premier League. Had I not trained, I believe I wouldn't be here. So training really was a major factor in me getting selected for this. So it made me be a good player.
Timothy Ayeko is bubbling with such energy you wouldn't realize he has a hearing impairment when you meet him unless he tells you so, as he's never let that define him in the sport of his choice.
I'm deaf on my right ear. I can't hear anything totally, and then I have hearing loss on my left ear as well. So right I can't hear, and then left I have hearing loss. So majority of the times you can think that I'm not here, I've ignored you, or I've just walked right past you and you're like, I've called him but he has not responded. So you have to turn each and every time you're moving you have to be attentive more than the other players, because if you don't, you won't hear anyone. Even when the coach is calling, you won't hear. Yeah.
He now plays for Strathmore Blades, who've reaped the fruits of his labor.
I started basketball in high school, but I started late. I started in Form 4. The previous years, Form 1 to Form 4, I was majorly in the music festivals. I used to sing up to the national level. I went thrice, and then in 4th form, I had to get something to do so that I get outside of school, so I chose basketball. And that's how I started basketball in 2018. And then from 2018, I joined university in Mombasa, and then I started playing, getting a feel for the game. But then I changed in 2021. I moved to Strathmore. Yeah, so I began studying again in Strathmore as well. So what I've achieved as a player, I got into Premier League straight from high school. I didn't go through Division 1 or NBA, I just went straight to the Premier League. So that's one of the achievements that I've made. And then for the selection to the 3x3, I'll play for U23. U23 African Nations Cup as well.
Timothy Ayeko has worked really hard to be where he is today and will be all out to ensure they succeed when they take her to the 3x3 basketball court in Birmingham.
What you'd expect is I'm an aggressive player, so I give my best. I leave everything on the court, and if it's representing the nation, I have to carry everyone on my back, and we have to win, because that's the only way that we'll measure if we've done a good job. We have to win the games, and then endurance has to be at the top. We have to win each and every game and endure the conditions. You know, sometimes you get tired, and the games we play like 3 games in a day. So you have to have the endurance. Yeah, so endurance will be there, and I think that's something that we should expect from me.
The Kenya Ports Authority basketball team, which has dominated the Kenya Premier League to realize the dreams of many, including Wija's John Odhiambo.
It's a pleasure to be here. It feels good, definitely being chosen by the coaching staff to represent Kenya in the Commonwealth Games. So it's a pleasure to be here, and it's a great feeling for sure. I started playing basketball at Lakeside Basketball Club in Division 1. We actually won the championship that year, Division 1 championship. Before I went ahead to join the Kenya Basketball Premier League team, Kenya Ports Authority from Mombasa. We won the championship in 2018, my first Premier League title. We won again last year, so currently we are the defending champions.
He owes it all to his later brother who introduced him to the sport as he watches over from above.
I got into basketball because of my brother. I went to a good high school with a good basketball culture, so my eldest brother was ahead of me, and he started playing basketball before me. So when I got into the school, I picked it up from there because it was one thing that a place to share in common. And it's been a great journey so far. And props to my coach, Mr. Abuya. Yeah, he really encouraged me throughout my journey up to where I am.
John is not new in the 3x3 basketball, this being his second call-up to the national team.
The first call-up was in 2019. Unfortunately, I didn't make the team because I didn't have some traveling documents at that time, so I was ineligible to go and represent the country. But fortunately enough, I got the second calling this year, and I expect to go and represent the country well in these Commonwealth Games.
The small forward and combo guard is honoured to have gotten the chance to represent the country in the Commonwealth Games, where he promises to play his heart out to ensure they come out shining, just like he does with his club.
Definitely, because the coaching staff, they are doing a great job preparing us for the championships, so we expect to go there and perform well.
He hopes to turn out for the Morans in future as he urges others to come forward and embrace sports as a way of life.
They should continue working hard because right now there are plenty of opportunities coming to Africa because there's this Basketball African League that the NBA and FIBA, they've really invested a lot of time in developing the game in Africa because right now there are plenty of opportunities coming into Africa, and they should keep on, get on their grind and make sure they are ready for when the time comes for them to present.
2 Timothy verse 4, chapter 2 of the Holy Bible says, "Preach the word, be prepared in season and out of season, correct, rebuke and encourage with great patience and careful instruction." And that is what George Daryl Omondi has been doing ever since he came of age in and out of the basketball court as he pursues his sporting career.
Yeah, I'll first say that the more you work hard, the luckier you become, because there are guys out there who are also as good, but it was luck that I came here, but also give glory to God that I had this chance to represent my country.
He has graced many tournaments, especially in the 5x5 version of the game.
I grew up in a mission setup, in a mission hospital setup. So there were a lot of white guys who were playing basketball there. So they used to play basketball in a hangar, in a flying doctor services hangar. So we would wait for the ball to go outside, then we would rush with my fellow African kids, try to pick the ball. Who will pick the ball first and take them back to, but we never got the chance to play with them. And that way we developed the interest to play basketball. So when I went to high school, I started playing basketball more seriously. At that time, we went up to the provincial levels. After that, I was lucky to get a scholarship to join Strathmore University through basketball. So I went through Strathmore, and they pay my fees because I played basketball for them. I've played Zone 5 championships. I've been in the second runners-up of the Premier League here. Yeah, that's what I've won a lot of university championships. I think all the time I've played there, I've never lost any university championship. There was a Red Bull tournament 3v3, and I was lucky to be the MVP in the country. But my basketball accolade that I really pride myself in was in 2014 in Youth African Games. I was about 16, but I won gold medal for my country in dunking competition 3x3. Yeah.
Is now focused on achieving much more in the 3x3 basketball variant in the Commonwealth Games, where they'll represent many who did not make the cut.
What's working for me, I'm really quick, but when we play 5-on-5, you have to restrict yourself because there are many guys and the space is really little. But for 3-on-3, you beat one guy, it's a straight lane to the hoop because there's more space. So I feel that it really translates more to my game because I find more space and I'm able to do most of the things that I want.
The shooting guard who practices what he preaches when preaching or playing is very philosophical in his ventures and believes it can be overcome with the help of the Almighty God.
First of all, Kenya is a sporting nation, and all the preparation that have been done here are top-notch, and they can't do that just for us to participate. We know that Kenya really demands a lot from us because we've set the standards really high, so we are not going short for a medal bracket. I take basketball to be like a means to an end, so it helps me to get along with people, meet guys that I've never met before, and share the things that we really think that are the core issues in life, how we are supposed to be better humans in the society, yeah, things like that. So I will not really take basketball to be the only thing, though I love it so much, and I really thank God to have given me the talents to play it at a high level.